YouTube. This is Mr. Gibson Guy here with a little bit of musical video for you today. This is when I'm making this recording. It is not the night before Christmas, but it's the night after our local community band did our Christmas concert weekend. Yeah, it was a big hit. It had lots of people, standing room only, a lot of fun playing. And we did something unusual in that we hadn't done before, or I hadn't done before anyway. Normally I play in the French horn section, and we have 7 French horns, so we're not necessarily missing anybody if somebody is not there. And I came out of the French horn section for 3 different numbers, it turned out, on the concert. That I didn't play French horn, but I played the electric bass part on it, and that's what this video is about today. Of course, it's a holiday concert, and a very big number on holiday concerts is the Jose Feliciano song, Feliz Navidad. And we were practicing through that with the regular band, and I was listening to it, and it was like, it was good, but it just had the feel of something was a little bit off on it. And so I went up to the director afterwards and I said, you know, this song really needs to have electric bass on it, and because it's got to have that more modern contemporary type of a sound that you get from that normal symphonic band doesn't have. Even if you're using a string bass, it's not going to be the same thing as playing electric bass. And the bass part's pretty imperative on the song Feliz Navidad. Now, what I'm talking about is not the Jose Feliciano original recording of it, because we don't have Jose there to sing. He lives in Florida, but not near us. But this is the Arrangers Publishing Company, APC, arrangement by Tom Wallace. And we did a couple of different numbers that were arranged by him at our concerts this weekend. But this is what you heard playing on the beginning of the video. It's a little bit of that one, and it's sort of a funky rock groove version of Feliz Navidad, and it goes over very, very well with the audience. They really enjoy the song. It's because it doesn't have words. It's not very long, because if you do instrumental stuff that you do verse after verse, it really loses its meaning if you don't have the words. It's just the same thing over and over again. So basically they take the song and bring it down to about 2.5 minutes, but it's 2.5 minutes of funky Christmas jam. So it's kind of more complicated than a lot of regular electric bass parts or string bass parts. If Tom Wallace wrote the bass line, or if he had somebody come in and help him out with that, I don't know. It doesn't say. He had somebody else work with him on the percussion arrangements. But if he did, he wrote a very good bass part. And I want to just kind of basically go over what the bass part does, because it's basically just a few different little riffs. The main one, what it starts out with, is just like that. Just repeats it 4 different times. And then it does it again down at the bottom of the first page, at the top of the second page. And then it changes to another key at the end and ends with the same thing, only instead of, it's 1 string over. Which is the same thing, with a 4th lower is. Like that. So, the main thing I want to do to help people out that may be doing this in your high school band or in your community band or whatever group you might be having that has a holiday concert, and you're doing the Arrangers Publishing Feliz Navidad, if you are somebody who tries to play your parts in open first position, you're never going to be able to do this. This song is actually a real lesson in playing up the neck, because it keeps doing the same thing. And bass players are always reluctant to move up the neck, but once you get up there, then it's like, oh, well, this is so easy and it was so hard before. As I said, the opening riff starts out in fourth position, meaning your fourth finger is over the fourth fret. So it goes, slides up, and then slides back. See, it just does the same thing over and over again. So it's just this 3, 1, 2, 3, and then the other string 2, slide up from 5th to 7th, like that. And so you practice doing that. B flat, D flat, D natural, E flat, G, E flat, E natural, F, A flat, A natural, F, E flat, G, E flat, A flat, A natural, B flat. And if you practice that until you can get that, well, you played half the song, because it does that. But let's go through this a little bit slower so you can get it. So you're going to play the whole intro and beginning. It's actually the first 3 lines of music is the same riff. And it goes, slide up 2, back down, slide up, fingerings are real important. Okay, now we go into the next part. You got third finger on that B flat, and we're going to move up to second finger on the B flat. So that's going to slide us from 4th position to 5th position. And it goes, like that. So let's see. Got that? And then it does almost the same thing, but it changes at the end. So let me do that one again. And then the second time it does it. Now this is different, and you've got to use your pinky for a whole bunch of notes on this. Got that? So let me do that part. It starts here. Pinky. Like that. And it's got all those syncopated rhythms where you have 8th notes at the end of the measure. So you got to come in on them after the beat on the and of 4. So from measure 19 through 35 section, and this goes to 43. So this is what it does. And so you can hear the similar parts and then how it changes. Second time, here's different. There we go. So the second time it starts out the same, but then it ends up going a completely different place because we go from B flat to E flat. And I put a couple little glisses up and down on that because I play plastic flat wound strings which slide really good and don't go like that on the frets. So the B3 theme here, I guess this is the chorus. I lost my place here. Let's see. Same thing again. And then we get the intro again. Twice. And then we get Feliz Navidad. And this is like the first time when we were number 19, only this one is going to go different places too. It's going to wander off, but it starts out the same. Oh, that's one of the best licks. So it's G, F, G, D, C, B flat. And that's really tricky, and you gotta use your pinky on there twice. And that's the other tricky one, where we slide just briefly, just for 1/8 note, out of position and then back up. And it has a slide on it, so it's like that. So that whole section. All fifth. I'm going to go back. Sorry, gotta start here. And then we go down, we have the key change, it goes to E flat, so we're playing a bunch of A flats here. And slide from 6th down to 4th with your second finger, and then we're going to bring it right back up. And that's 4 fingers on the F and B flat. And then we're going to flatten out at the 5th fret, 2 strings, and down to 3rd, B flat, and the E flat chord. Let me do that part again. And that's a real tricky little part that goes. Then down to 3rd, then 1st, there and come back to. This is the opening part, only now played one string over. 3 times. Ending. And that's how the whole song goes. It's got a little sliding around here and changes from 4th to 5th. Get you familiar with those. But it's got a lot of repetition in it. And so be brave, take on playing up the neck, and you won't have any problem with this. It's got those tricky little parts on it, and the only thing you can do is just practice them over and over and over again until your fingers can do it. But that's it, and so good luck with Feliz Navidad, Arrangers Publishing, and this is Mr. Gibson Guy. I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.